welcome to another Al Skateco skateboarding trick tips. Today we're going to be looking at dropping in. Yeah, look, dropping in can definitely be a bit of a scary trick to start to learn. A little bit daunting standing up on a ramp, getting ready to drop in, but definitely something that you want to master and really get your ramp skating going. So we're going to show you the key things to get you learning how to drop in on this video today. Obviously it's just me in the skate park at the moment. If you are learning to drop in for the first time, particularly if you're a little bit younger, definitely recommend you get someone else to give you a hand, a parent or someone like that, just to kind of hold your hands the first couple of times you drop in, get you the feeling of how much you need to lean forward and bend your knees to land that drop in. Alright, so we're just going to practice the technique of dropping in on the flat before we get up on the quarter pipe. So we're going to have our skateboard on the ground, back foot on the tail. We're going to step up, put our front foot on, and this is the position we're going to be in at the top of the ramp before we drop in. Alright, what we want to do when we drop in is we want to actually get our shoulder and our head and our upper body moving forward over the front of our board before we let that board and those wheels drop onto the ramp. What that's going to do is it's going to commit all our weight forward, so we're committed to leaning forward, and then we just slam that front foot down. Want to bang those front wheels into the ramp, keeping our knees bent, and we want to make sure our knees are bent all the way through our drop in until we're on the flat. Don't be in a hurry to stand up after you drop in, because what can happen is if you stand up too quick, you'll start leaning back and loop out once you've finished going down the ramp. Alright, so knees bent, back foot on the tail, front foot over the front bolts. I'm going to get my head and shoulder going first, lean down, slam that front foot down, and keep those knees bent. Alright, so my knees are bent, get my shoulder and my head going forward over the front of the board, get them as far forward as I can, and then slam those front wheels on the ground, keeping my knees bent. Alright, so once you've had a go at doing that a few times and you're getting really comfortable, head up onto the quarter pipe. Alright, once you've got the technique dialed in on the concrete, you want to find a small quarter pipe. We're just up here on the little 2.5 foot quarter pipe here we've got at Al Skateco, and we want to start getting comfortable standing on the board when it's sitting on the coping before we drop in. Alright, so what we want to do, just want to put the board down on the platform of the deck, get your back foot into position, and you just want to slide your back wheels so they go forward over the coping, and then just pull it back. And with our back foot firmly on the tail of the board, that board's going to sit nicely on the platform, locked into the coping with the wheels. Alright, basically what you want to do is if you look at the back of the coping, you want to have your foot just behind where the coping is on the platform, and that's going to give you a nice solid platform to stand up before you drop in. Alright, with your back foot in position, what we want to do now is want to put our front foot on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my back leg bent. I'm keeping my weight up on the platform, and that board's not going to go forward until we're ready to commit and lean forward. So what you want to do, if the quarter pipe you've got something you can hold on to, that's going to help just while you get that confidence. But what we want to get to a position where we've got our knees bent, a bit more weight on our back foot, and we just want to practice standing up on the coping in that position ready to drop in, and just get comfortable to stand up there and know that that board is not going to go forward until we commit to lean it forward. Alright, so once you've got that dropping technique dialed in on the concrete and you've worked on feeling comfortable standing up on your board, the only thing left to do is to have a go at dropping in. As I said, if you do have someone who can help you out holding your hands while you're learning to drop in, that's great, gives you that little bit of extra confidence. But really, once you're up here and you've decided you want to drop in, you've really just got to commit to leaning forward and keeping your knees bent. As I said, so we're going to have foot on the tail, front foot on the bolts, keep those knees bent, and we want to get that head and shoulder going forward first before we allow that board to move. Once the board does move, slam those front wheels down, commit to leaning forward and keeping those knees bent. This is how it's going to look.
Alright, so we're going to slow the next one down and go through step by step. First of all, back foot goes on the tail, nice and stable position, front foot over those bolts. Then I'm going to bend my knees and get into a nice squatted position before I commit to get that arm, shoulder, head moving forward. And we pause here and you can see how far I'm leaning forward and loaded up that front knee before the board's actually moving. Once the board starts to drop down, slam those front wheels down, staying bent the whole way through the flat bottom of your drop-in. We'll just show you one more time in that slow motion, just so you can focus on those key things: feet in position, number one thing, getting those knees bent, and then committing to leaning forward. Once again, looking how much I've leant my body forward, loaded up that front knee before the board drops down the ramp, and then when the board starts to move, commit forward, slam that front foot down, and can't say it enough, got to have those knees bent all the way through your drop-in.
Alright, that's it for the drop-in video today, guys. Hopefully that's helped you get over that initial fear and build some confidence to drop in. As I said, I know it can definitely be a scary thing. Don't be afraid to get some help, get someone to hold your hands while you're starting to learn that drop-in. And then just build up that confidence. And always remember, dropping in, you want to lean forward and bend those knees. Once you master that drop-in, stay tuned. We're going to throw up some more ramp skating tutorial videos for you guys. As always, have fun, stay safe, and keep skating. We'll catch you guys in the next video.